What's going on, YouTube? This is UngarToTheMax here. Salute, and it is about, hang on, 7:08 on March 22nd, or in military time, it is 19:08. And this is not a Cleveland Cavaliers live stream, but as the title suggests, it is a Columbus Blue Jackets live stream. And the reason I'm doing a live stream for tonight is because it is such an important hockey game. So it is the Florida Panthers taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. We've won 9 games in a row, trying to make it 10, and we are tied with the Pittsburgh Penguins in terms of points in the standings. But here's the problem. The Penguins have already won the first 3 games of the season series. So, unless we can somehow jump them and get more points, they will have home ice advantage if we play them in the first round. And this is also an important game for the Florida Panthers, because the Panthers are on the outside looking in, just outside of the second wild card, which the 2 wild card spots are occupied by Metropolitan Division teams. By far, the Metropolitan Division is the best division in hockey. And speaking of hockey, the NHL will be adding another team in 2020, Seattle, which I am very excited about, which hopefully Seattle getting an NHL team attracts the NBA. Because, as I said last night, the Supersonics never should have left Seattle. Never. So here are the standings as of right now. For the Metropolitan Division, first place is Washington, are the Washington Capitals. 73 games played, 42 wins, 24 losses, 7 overtimes, 91 points. For the Pittsburgh Penguins, 74 games played, 42 wins, 27 losses, 5 overtimes, 89 points. In third place, the Columbus Blue Jackets, 74 games played, 41 wins, 28 losses, 5 overtimes, 87 points. In the Atlantic Division, first place is the Tampa Bay Lightning, 50 wins, 19 losses, 4 overtimes, 104 points. Second place are the Boston Bruins, one of the teams I strongly dislike. 72 games played, 45 wins, 17 losses, 10 overtimes, 100 points. Third place are the Toronto Maple Leafs, 73 games played, 43 wins, 23 losses, 7 overtimes, 93 points. And the 2 wild cards. First wild card are the Philadelphia Flyers, 74 games played, 37 wins, 25 losses, 12 overtimes, 86 points. Second overtime are the New Jersey Devils, 73 games played, 37 wins, 28 losses, 8 overtimes, 82 points. And the team just on the outside of the wild card looking in is tonight's opponent, the Florida Panthers. 71 games played, 37 wins, 27 losses, 7 overtimes, 81 points. And then in the Western Conference, starting with the Central Division, in first place are the Nashville Predators. 72 games played, 48 wins, 14 losses, 10 overtimes, 106 points. Second place are the Winnipeg Jets. 73 games played, 44 wins, 19 losses, 10 overtimes, 98 points. Third place are the Minnesota Wild. 73 games played, 41, 41 wins, 24 losses, 8 overtimes, 90 points. In the Pacific Division, in first place are the new kids on the block, the Vegas Golden Knights, who unfortunately took William Karlsson from us, and he's been dominant this season. I think he has almost 40 goals. But anyway, Vegas is at 73 games played, 47 wins, 21 losses, 5 overtimes, 99 points. In second place are the San Jose Sharks. 73 games played, 41 wins, 23 losses, 9 overtimes, 91 points. Third place are the Anaheim Ducks. 74 games played, 38 wins, 24 losses, 12 overtimes, 88 points. Now for the two Western Conference wildcard teams. First place is my favorite Western Conference team, the Colorado Avalanche. And the reason I like the Avalanche is because when the Lake Erie Monsters first came into the AHL, which stands for American Hockey League, they were associated with the Colorado Avalanche. So I'm not a bandwagon Avalanche fan. I've always liked the Avalanche, but the Blue Jackets have always been my hockey team. So anyway, the Avalanche, 73 games played, 40 wins, 25 losses, 8 overtimes, 88 points. Second wild card, the Los Angeles Kings, who have won the Stanley Cup in 2014 and 2012. 74 games played, 40 wins, 27 losses, 7 overtimes, 87 points. And the team just on the outside looking in are the St. Louis Blues. 73 games played, 40 wins, 28 losses, 5 overtimes, 85 points. So those are your standings in the NHL. So you can understand why this game is so valuable for both teams. So there's about 15 minutes left in the first period, periods are 20 minutes each, and both teams have 3 shots on goal. No goals have been scored yet. 0-0. I'm still trying to get to a Blue Jackets game. But the guys who really need to step up, Seth Jones, Zach Werenski, Alex Wennberg, Nick Foligno, David Savard, Artemi Panarin, they all need to step up for this game. I do miss Brandon Saad, though. He's done well in Chicago, but we did really well with him. But Panarin has also played really well for us so far. But this is a dangerous Florida Panthers team. I actually saw the Panthers play the Ottawa Senators at BB&T Center in Sunrise, Florida. So let me get this straight. The Florida Panthers play in their own arena in BB&T Center in Sunrise, Florida, which is a suburb of Miami. But the Miami Heat, is the NBA team in Miami, obviously, have the American Airlines Arena, which is in downtown Miami on Biscayne Street, and many people attend their games. When I was at the Panthers game, not many people attended that game. So I don't get why the Florida Panthers will not move into American Airlines Arena and share the arena with the Miami Heat. Many teams do it. Chicago Blackhawks and the Chicago Bulls and the Chicago Blackhawks. New York Knicks and New York Rangers. Brooklyn Nets and New York Islanders. Although the Islanders are going to be getting their own arena soon. Los Angeles Clippers, Los Angeles Lakers, and the Los Angeles Kings. Denver Nuggets and the Colorado Avalanche. Who else? Not the Suns and Coyotes. They have 2 separate arenas. What other teams? No, not Minnesota. What other NBA? Oh, Washington, the Wizards and Capitals. What other teams, NBA and NHL teams, share arenas? Chicago, New York, Brooklyn, Colorado and Denver, Los Angeles, Washington. Is that it? I think it is. Oh yeah, Dallas. Thank you, Vegas Golden Knights coverage. You're right, the Dallas Stars. Dallas Mavericks and Dallas Stars. I think that's it. I still can't believe how well the Golden Knights are doing. Must feel good to be the new kids on the block, doesn't it? But the Golden Knights do have a tough game tonight against the San Jose Sharks. So, we'll see how that game goes for you. But oh, you were a Coyote fan for 10 years. Okay. So I think I'm only going to have time to do this for the first period. So, here's something interesting. Last season, we had a 16-game winning streak that carried us into the playoffs. Your son was named Shane after Shane Doan. Nice. Why don't the Coyotes and Suns share an arena? The although the Coyotes weird arena situations. There's a lot of interesting arena situations in the NHL. Seattle, Arizona, Ottawa, and Calgary. Because the Flames are trying to get a new deal with the Saddle Dome to renovate it, but the city of Calgary doesn't want to. So, geez, the Blue Jackets haven't won a face-off yet. The Panthers have a commanding lead in that category, but the shots are tied 5-5. Hopefully, the Blue Jackets can get the first goal. I'm still trying to get to a Blue Jackets game, but it's hard because Cleveland is approximately 2 hours away from Columbus. But here's the weird thing. I haven't been to a Blue Jackets game yet I've been to a Tampa Bay Lightning game, a Toronto Maple Leafs game, and a Florida Panthers game. Now, I don't totally understand that. 5-5. Yeah, Trocheck, we gotta watch out for tonight. Huberdeau, Barkov. The Panthers have some players, but will the general manager trade them all away after making the playoffs? Because when they won the division, the Atlantic division in 2016, they traded away a bunch of their players for some reason. I'm talking about the Panthers. So, I might not even be able to do this live stream the full first period, because I have somewhere I need to be at 8 o'clock. So I might have to go early. But right now is 8-7 Panthers lead in terms of shots on goal. But again, neither team has scored a goal yet. It is still 0-0. And like I said, I think I can only do a couple more minutes. When I went to the Panthers game, it was the BB&T Center is one of the nicer arenas in the NHL. But again, I don't get why they don't share. Number one, why are they in Sunrise, Florida, and not Miami? And number two, related to that, Why are they not sharing an arena with the Miami Heat? Like I said, Dallas does it. The Rangers and Knicks, the Mavericks and Stars do it. The Nuggets and Avalanche do it. Clippers, Lakers, and Kings do it. New York, the Knicks and Rangers do it. Nets and Nets and Islanders do it. 76ers and Flyers do it. Wizards and Capitals. So I don't get why the Panthers and Heat don't. Shots on goal are now tied 8-8. And it is 19-24. So I'll probably do this until about the 8-minute mark, and then I'll call it a night. Because like I said, I have somewhere I need to be at 8 o'clock. So I'm doing this for as long as I can. Next time I do a Blue Jackets live stream, I'll try and do longer. But this is what I'm doing for tonight. Oh, Bukestad, I forgot. He's another guy the Blue Jackets have to worry about. But again, will the Panthers general manager go, oh, we made the playoffs, now I'm going to trade away Bukestad, Barkov, Ekblad, Huberdeau? Because that's what the Panthers did when they won their division after they won the division in 2016, so I don't see why it would be any different. Unless the Panthers have actually learned their frickin' lesson. But this is focusing on the Blue Jackets. We've been playing really well. Just swept a tough road trip, winning at Boston and at the Rangers. Two teams I very much despise, especially the Rangers. Even though I consider the Penguins to be our biggest rival, it is actually the New York Rangers who I dislike the most in our division. I've never liked the New York Rangers. Ugh, I can't even believe I'm saying that team name. I don't like the Pittsburgh Penguins, but they're a classy organization, so I respect them, but that doesn't mean I like them, because I don't. And I don't like the Washington Capitals either, but I respect them. And there's always been a debate about who's better, Sidney Crosby or Alex Ovechkin. And my answer, and this is similar to the Jordan-LeBron debate, even though I'm a LeBron fan, I have to say it's Jordan because he has more championships. That's how society determines this type of thing now. So in terms of Sidney Crosby or Alex Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby, he has 4 Stanley Cup championships. 2017, 2016, 3 Stanley Cup championships. Alex Ovechkin hasn't even made it out of the second round yet. Why? Because of Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins. My point exactly. Oh, Nick Foligno scored his 400th career point Tuesday at that team that plays at Madison Square Garden. I'm not even sure I can say that team name. That's how much alright, I'll say it. The New York Rangers. Ugh. That name leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't really like Zuccarello. McDonough did get traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning, but I never liked him. I don't like Henrik Lundqvist. Yeah, I just don't like anything about the New York Rangers. Never have, never will. But it's Roberto Luongo playing goalie tonight for the Florida Panthers. Actually, I think I can go the full first period, and then I'll call it a night. There's about 6.5 minutes left in the first period. 11 shots on goal for Florida, 8 shots on goal for us. We need to get more shots closer to the net, because it seems like a lot of our shots right now are coming from outside the blue area. Try and crash the net. Luongo is a decent goalie, but he does have some weaknesses. And if you remember, Luongo was the goalie for the Vancouver Canucks in Game 7 against the Boston Bruins. The game where, after Boston won, the city of Vancouver went up in flames. It feels like it's been a while since a Canadian team has won a Stanley Cup. Let's see, 2017 Pittsburgh Penguins, 16 Pittsburgh Penguins, 2015 Chicago Blackhawks, 2014 LA Kings, 13 Chicago Blackhawks, 2012 Los Angeles Kings, 2011 Boston Bruins, 2010 Chicago Blackhawks, 2009 Pittsburgh Penguins, 2008 Detroit Red Wings, 2007 Anaheim Ducks, 2006 Carolina Hurricanes, 2004 because the 2005 season there was a lockout. 2004 was the Tampa Bay Lightning. Who won the Stanley Cup in 2003? Let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, who won the 2003 Stanley Cup?
The Devils won the Stanley Cup Final 4-3 over the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, the Devils won in 2003. Hey Siri, who won the 2002 Stanley Cup? I think the Red Wings won the 2002 Stanley Cup, and the Colorado Avalanche won the 2001 Stanley Cup. Hey Siri, who won the Stanley Cup in 2000? I think in 2000 it was the Detroit. Hey Siri, who won the Stanley Cup in 2000? Yeah, it was the Dallas Stars. No, the Devils won in 2000. Not the Dallas Stars, my bad. The Stars were in the Stanley Cup final, though. Let's see, who won the 1999 Stanley Cup? Hey Siri, who won the 1999 Stanley Cup final? Yeah, it was the Stars who won the Stanley Cup final in 1999. Jack Johnson's still out for the Blue Jackets. I think Sonny Milano is still out, or he might be with the Monsters. 12 shots on goal for Florida, 10 shots on goal for Columbus. About 5 minutes left in this game. In this first period, I should say. Not 5 minutes left in the game. The game just started. Oh, we still need to get... Yeah, we're not totally full. We're not fully healthy yet. Rangers, and Flyers tied 1-1. Lightning lead the Islanders 2-1. Oilers and Senators at 7:30 from Canadian Tire Center. Capitals and Red Wings also at 7:30 at the new Little Caesars Arena. Maple Leafs and Predators at 8 o'clock from Bridgestone Arena, one of the loudest arenas in the NHL. Canucks and Blackhawks at 8:30 from United Center in Chicago. Kings and Avalanche from Pepsi Center at 9. Golden Knights and Sharks from the SAP Center at 10 o'clock. Not the SAP Center, it's the SAP Center. Speaking of the SAP Center, Brett and Wade from the Hitch Animal Planet show Tanked actually built a tank. What the heck? They just showed one of the Panthers players up close who had the puck, and in the background, there's a person with a Pittsburgh Penguin sweatshirt. You're not at a... I don't get that. Why would you wear a Pittsburgh Penguin sweatshirt to a hockey game in which the Penguins aren't playing? It's the Florida Panthers and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Not one time the Pittsburgh Penguins are not playing in this game. Milano is playing, and that shot looked like it was gonna go in. I was actually at the Monsters game when they were still called the Lake Erie Monsters, but Game 4 of the Calder Cup Final, when they won it, when a bunch of the players who are with the Blue Jackets now were with the Monsters and won the Calder Cup, like Josh Anderson, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Sonny Milano. It was great. And I was also at the banner raising. Oh, Luongo actually had to go like that to try and stop that puck. 13 shots for Florida, 11 shots on goal for the Blue Jackets. About 3 minutes remaining in this first period, and still no score. And what's interesting about hockey is that you can make line changes pretty much whenever you want, which I find interesting. You don't have to wait to make a substitution until there's a buzzer or when there's a stop and play, like in the NBA or in the NFL. And in Major League Baseball, substitutions don't happen that often, although with pitching that does happen a fair amount now. So that is interesting. Oh, Tiger Woods is on ESPN. Nah. I do wish ESPN covered the NHL more. The only analyst they have for hockey on ESPN is Barry Melrose, and he's not on that often. They usually just show ESPN and SportsCenter usually just shows NHL highlights and then moves on. But they get into more analysis about NBA games and NFL highlights, and they get into more analysis about that type of stuff. Speaking of the NFL, even though this is a Blue Jackets video, I want to bring up this news. It's not breaking news by this point because it happened way early at like 10 o'clock in the morning. My time, anyway. But Jason Pierre-Paul was traded from the New York Giants to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for 2 picks. So, okay. So just wanted to pass that on. But getting back to this game, there have not been any penalties yet. It's been a very clean game so far. I am excited for the NHL to expand into the Pacific Northwest, even though they have Vancouver. But it'll be I'm very excited about that. So, about 2.5 minutes left. The score is still Florida Panthers 0, Columbus Blue Jackets 0. 13 shots on goal for Florida, 11 shots on goal for Columbus. So the Panthers have it in their own zone, trying to clear and get into the Blue Jackets zone, but that didn't happen, and it looks like Florida's going to get penalized, or Columbus is going to get penalized. And then there's a little bit of fighting after. Mark Pastrick and Matt Calvert. Yep, it is Max Talbot. First penalty of this game. Florida is on the power play. It is, and it's a elbowing penalty. Okay, that might have been a little bit of a flop, but it is what it is. So now Florida is on the power play. 2 minutes, 14 seconds. I still can't believe baseball is fast approaching. March 29th is opening day. I wonder if there are more Cleveland Indians fans in Columbus or more Cincinnati Reds fans in Columbus. Huberdeau tried to tip that puck in, but Sergei Bobrovsky, the defending Vezina Trophy winner, said, "No, you cannot." That was nice passing by Florida, but Sergei Bobrovsky just said, "No, you are not allowed to score in that net." A minute 49 remaining on the Panthers power play. Still no score. I do like that in the Stanley Cup final, instead of going to a shootout, it's continuous overtime. Whereas in the regular season, it goes to a shootout. A minute and a half remaining on the Panthers power play. A minute 40 remains in the first period. So, hockey can be a little slow at times, I'll admit that. But it's pretty good. Oh, Huberdeau looked like he had an open shot, but that puck is slapped aside, and there's a minute remaining on the Panthers power play, and about a minute 5 seconds remaining in the first period. All right, 1 minute remaining in the first period. Thirty seconds remain on the Panthers power play. 45 seconds remain on the game clock. So the power play will be over before the period is over, unless the Panthers score, which hopefully they don't. 14 shots on goal for Florida, 11 shots on goal for the Blue Jackets. We need to get more shots on goal. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full strength. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the period is over. So at the end of the first period, the score is Florida Panthers 0, Columbus Blue Jackets 0. So that's going to do it for tonight's Blue Jackets live stream, Blue Jackets reaction live stream. My apologies, I can't go the whole game, but I have somewhere to be at 8 o'clock. So, until next time, whether it's a Cavaliers reaction or a Blue Jackets reaction, this is UngarToTheMax signing off. Salute, go Cavs, and go Jackets. If you guys liked this video, punch that like button like a UFC fighter and punch that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.